I have 3 Elf on the Shelf movie ideas that we need. Now, this will not be good press for Elf on the Shelf, so I can understand why they will never be made. Concept number 1. Kind of based off of the movie I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus with Dylan and Cole. That's a TBT. I don't know if y'all know that. Okay? We have Elf on the Shelf. Okay? Maybe the parents have been fighting. Maybe they're about to get a divorce. The child is acting out in response to that. Okay? He gets coal that year because the whole shtick of this story is that the parents are bad people. Okay? So he takes it out on the Elf on the Shelf. And the whole thing about this Elf on the Shelf thing is that he's not real. But he thinks because he's a little kid, he doesn't know that he's acting out because of what's going on with his parents, that he starts taking things out on the Elf on the Shelf and starts making a vendetta against Elf on the Shelf. And the whole moral of the story is that there are deeply personal issues in that family that are at the end of the day affecting the kid. And the Elf on the Shelf in this is just merely the stuffed elf on the shelf. Okay, he's not real. And my second concept of this, he is real. Okay, the elf on the shelf is a cop. At the end of the day, the elf on the shelf in many ways is the cop agenda. Okay, but this bitch is real. Okay, and the kid's acting out. So for that Christmas, the kid gets coal. So what does the kid do? He says, fuck the elf on the shelf, fuck the police. I'm gonna make this elf's life hell. Okay? And the whole point of the story is the movie would end with the child opening his Christmas presents to everything he always wanted. Santa got him everything that was on his list. He's on the nice list, okay? And at the end of the movie, it ends with like him giving a look to the elf on the shelf. And then the elf on the shelf looks really nervous because kind of like Home Alone-esque vibes, harassment to this elf on the shelf. The kid essentially harassed the elf on the shelf to being so scared of him that the elf on the shelf had no choice but to put him on the nice list. Okay, third concept, horror movie Elf on the Shelf, okay? Elf on the Shelf exists because an evil person took over Santa Claus, but they can't make it look like something happened to Santa Claus because they don't want people to investigate into it. So Elf on the Shelves are like little demons, okay? And hear me out, like trailer for the Elf on the Shelf demons, like kind of that are put into everybody's house because they make it normal to watch what's going on. And it's like, you better watch out. Like, imagine like this movie trailer, like with all those like sound effects in that. You better not cry. And then it like flashes to like the elf doing something like crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he sees you when you're sleeping. And then it's like the elf watching over the child. Like, dark shit. I think these are all wonderful movie ideas. Now, I understand why they wouldn't be created because here's the thing. Whether you make it a horror movie for the adults or even just like that like Home Alone-esque kind of movie that could be enjoyed by both kids and adults, it does put a bad taste on the Elf on the Shelf, right? Call it whatever you want. People are going to know it's about Elf on the Shelf. So I can see why it's not made. But I think we're really missing a phenomenal opportunity for this.